Good morning. I'm headed over to my granddaughter's house to put a roast in her crock pot. While she's at work today, I'm going to put roasted potatoes and carrots and onions in her crock pot so that when she gets home, she'll have a wonderful meal. Now, y'all come and watch me make this roast in the crock pot. It's so easy. And then you just leave it and it's fine. Plug it up and cook it. It's amazing how easy it is. And you can go and do whatever else you need to do for the day. So come along with me, and I won't be showing you the finished product because I'm going to sneak out of the house, and when they come home from work, it'll be a surprise for them, and hopefully they will enjoy. I am at my granddaughter's house today, Faith, and I want to make a video of what she's having for supper. So come on over here and look right into what I'm going to be doing and what I'm going to be putting this together. This is quite a bit of roast, which you see I've got this on high. Right here, I've already cut up her potatoes and one onion, a Vidalia onion. This was about 6 medium-sized potatoes. And what I like to do is I like to put all this on the bottom and then lay my roast on top of that. Now, I'm not going to season it with any salt. I don't think they eat much salt, but that's how I do it. Now, onion soup mix is next. 1 packet. You can put this in water and stir it around if you want to. I like to put it on dry and sprinkle it on the roast dry. Just on the top of the roast and around like that. And I only do 1 packet. We're also gonna do carrots. You see these carrots, and I've already washed them, cut them up, cut the tops and the bottoms off, and put them in little good portion sizes. They'll be super soft when it's done. Now I do put that on top of the roast, and that's what you've got. You can put salt and pepper on there if you want to. I'll add some about 2 cups of not chicken broth but beef broth. You can add chicken if that's all you've got. You can do that, but add some beef broth so that can cook. I will add just a little bit of salt and pepper, not a whole lot, but that many potatoes you're going to need a little salt and a little pepper to go along with the seasoning mix. Now I'm going to cook this on high for about 5 hours. And I'll come in at 5 hours and look at it and see how it's doing. This is one of the easiest, largest meals you can make. So we're going to put our lid on, and we've already got it set for high. All the settings are going, and it is on high. And there's not much cleanup with this, just from where you cut up your vegetables and your meat. It makes a great meal. Meatloaf, and you can do mashed potatoes if you'd rather have that than the cut up potatoes in here. Now what I want to do is take you around what you see in my granddaughter's house. Not a total tour, but just a small tour. We do have a little mess here that I will be cleaning up, but I want to show you her beautiful kitchen. She loves flowers and plants, and she does love cookbooks and things like that. And I do think she has a beautiful home. And she has a very nice bar area where we always get together and we always talk and laugh and eat right here at this bar. It's such a pretty bar. This is where you come in her back door, and she has this wonderful drawer here where she has all of her measuring cups, a lot of utensils, pots and pans here. It's a very functional kitchen. And she has great cabinet space up here and over here. And she does have one of these little, what we used to call a roll around, where you open it up and you pull the cabinet out and it just rolls around and you can just get everything you need from there. Love her sink and her little area where I peeled the potatoes and cut those up and the carrots and laid them here in this little resting spot. And I still could rinse them from here. It drains also. And I do love her topiaries that she's got. And I think her daughter, Audrey, grew these flowers in the backyard in a one of those good containers. And aren't they beautiful? They look like they've had their best day, but they're beautiful when she picked them. And this is just some more of the kitchen area, refrigerator. And she's got this little cute area here where she just set up some things. And then she's got her back door there going out to her backyard and to her patio out there. And over here, I think Faith bought this off of Marketplace maybe. Not really sure, but she loves to shop there, doesn't she? Yeah. And she's got these pretty dishes. These are dishes that I gave Faith. It is, darling. This is little granddaughter with me today, and she's decorated the top so beautifully. I love this. I told her this might come up missing, and if it does, don't come to my house looking for it. But I think this looks really pretty here. They have a lot of good space. They were in a different house. They moved in, I think, around December, the last week or two of December of this year. I love this plant, and boy does it love this space over here in this light, and these plates on the wall. They are absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to step out of the way so you can see these plates on the wall. They are a beautiful collection. Hey guys, I made it back home from my granddaughter's. You know, I put the roast in, but I come back home, and when she and her husband come in from work today, they'll be surprised to see that they can sit down and eat a roast and potatoes and carrots today. That's why I didn't show you what it looked like as it's finished. But I know the roast will be tender, the carrots will be tender, there'll be some good juice in there, and the potatoes will be tender too. So that's why there's no me eating the roast, because it's for them. Love you guys. See you in the next video.